We do. We certainly take international student applications for both our graduate and our summer internship programs. So for the summer internship, less of a concern. If you're on a 500 student visa, I'm pretty comfortable saying that your visa allows you to work full time over the summer break. That obviously then isn't an impediment for us from a working perspective for the summer internship program. When we get to grad, it is a little bit different. So I'll spend a little bit of time talking to you about that now as well. So yes, you can apply. You can apply if you are still in your final year and on your study visa. So again, a typical 500 visa that you might be on. We don't need for you to have your skilled graduate visa like a 485 or something similar to apply. That becomes a bit more important when you need to start, but we'll cover that off in just a sec. So you can apply whilst you're still on your study visa. There is a question in our application form that'll ask you just to nominate what your current working rights are. We don't reject anyone based on that question. So the way that we manage your application is exactly the same as we manage anyone that has permanent residency or is a citizenship. We review, we send you to a video interview. If you're successful at the VI process, you then might come to an assessment center or you might come into an interview depending on which style we're running for your particular role. If you're successful at that point, this is where the change comes in. So instead of being offered a permanent full-time position, which all of our graduate roles typically are, you'd be offered a fixed term full-time role. And so the reason that we do that is we try and line up the end of your ability to work legally in the country. So when you transition onto your skilled graduate visa, or if you already have your skilled graduate visa, we make sure your position lines up roughly with when that visa end date is. And that's a really important factor for us because we need to make sure that you can legally work in the country whilst you're under our employ. So it has nothing to do with, we don't like you as much as we like a citizen, or we don't think you're going to perform as well as someone else. It really just gives us that coverage on legally, can you work or can you not? Now, if whilst you're on your fixed term position, if you then manage to get permanent residency or you transition onto like a citizenship visa or something like that, we'll absolutely sit down and have a conversation with you about, will the position then turn into something more long-term, so become permanent, which obviously is something that I know that you're all looking forward to. But yeah, we definitely sit down with you and have that conversation at that point in time.